Welcome everyone to our session on the Land Law module. This module is essential for understanding property rights and the legal frameworks that govern land ownership. Today, we'll delve into the definition of property law, its key principles, and the distinctions between various types of rights. So, let's begin by defining what property law is. Property law encompasses the legal regulations surrounding the ownership of land, which we also refer to as real property, and the rights that come with it. A crucial aspect of property law is the difference between proprietary rights and personal rights. Proprietary rights are those attached to the land itself. For example, a landowner has the right to sell or lease their property. In contrast, personal rights might not be enforceable against third parties. For instance, a tenant may only have personal rights to use the property as specified in their lease agreement. Let's now explore the fundamental principles of property law. Property law addresses vital issues, including how land can be owned, transferred, and utilized. It emphasizes the importance of formalities in transactions and the right to exclude others from using the land. Take the scenario of renting a house for a year. This arrangement involves a lease agreement, which temporarily grants property rights to the tenant while ensuring the landlord retains ownership. It's important to grasp the differences between personal rights and property rights. Proprietary rights offer greater security and enforceability compared to personal rights, which may merely provide compensation for breaches of contract. As illustrated in this slide, ownership represents proprietary rights, while contractual licenses symbolize personal rights. Now let's discuss the nature of ownership in property law. Ownership is defined and constrained by law, with certain rights explicitly recognized. Additionally, some property rights can bind third parties, which underscores the importance of legal acknowledgement. For example, the Law of Property Act 1925 and the Land Registration Act 2002 establish crucial frameworks for understanding property ownership and the associated rights. The Law of Property Act 1925 aimed to simplify and consolidate existing property laws. Meanwhile, the Land Registration Act 1925 established a public registry for land ownership, providing clarity and security for landowners. Next, let's clarify the terms realty and personalty. Realty refers specifically to land, whereas personalty encompasses all other types of property. Understanding these categories is essential as they carry different legal implications and rules. For example, choses in action are intangible rights, such as the right to receive payment, while choses in possession pertain to tangible items like personal belongings. Now let's examine the nature of land according to common law. Land is defined to include the soil, subsoil, airspace, and anything permanently attached to it. We will review landmark cases such as Bocardo versus Star Energy, which deal with issues of trespass and the rights associated with land. These legal rulings clarify what constitutes land and help define the boundaries of property ownership. Moving on, we will discuss modern land law and its recognition as a commodity. The evolution of land law has recognized land as a valuable commodity, facilitating numerous transactions. This shift allows land to be utilized as collateral for loans, highlighting its economic importance. Mortgages are a prevalent financial instrument linked to real estate, demonstrating how land can be leveraged for financial gain. Lecturer. Now, let's highlight the differences between law and equity. Historically, legal and equitable rights existed separately, but modern law has merged these jurisdictions to achieve fairer outcomes. Equity aims to mitigate harsh results from strict legal interpretations, ensuring justice is administered more compassionately. Lecturer. let's discuss the concept of alienability in relation to land. Traditionally, land was often kept within families. However, reforms have encouraged its transferability, making it easier for individuals to buy and sell property. The legislative changes introduced in 1925 significantly simplified the process of exchanging land and property rights, promoting a more dynamic real estate market. Lecturer. Now we will explore how property rights are created and transferred. There are specific legal rules governing the creation and transfer of property rights, underscoring the necessity of written agreements. Legal requirements for transferring ownership, typically executed through a deed, ensure clarity and protect the interests of both parties involved in the transaction. Lecturer. In conclusion, understanding the principles of land law is crucial for effective legal practice and the functioning of society. Today, we have provided a foundational introduction to land law, equipping you with essential knowledge about property rights and the legal frameworks that govern them. I encourage you to engage critically with these concepts as you continue your legal studies, deepening your appreciation for the role of land law in safeguarding individual rights and promoting community responsibilities.